All right, we're slowly going to get started. Oops, had some camera issues there. All right, there we go. Fantastic. Let's set things up. Perfect, baby. There we go. Okay, just one little adjustment. Perfect. All right. Hello, everyone. So, welcome to another midweek tango practice. And today we are going to be working on the posture and the frame. So, you're going to need something with elasticity, like an elastic band, because we're going to start with the exercise of that we worked on last week. So the exercise of the week. If you saw that one, you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't, well, no worries, because we're going to do it together today. So let's get started with that. Bring something, grab something with which has a little bit of elasticity. Maybe it is a band, maybe it is like a scarf with that's elastic. Okay, and let's get started. So, nothing to do with the feet. So I'm just gonna keep you guys Facebookers there, just so you can focus in the upper body. And we're gonna start from here. Start from where you're feeling the most comfortable. So don't start from a set, for example, I'm exaggerating, a set tango position. Start from your position and reach the arms out. There should be a little bit of tension already, so they're not, you shouldn't be looking like this. The closer your hands are together, the tougher this is going to get. And start with pulling away, pulling the two ends of the band away from each other. And don't stop in the arms like this. Let that go into the body. So this is my starting point. Your starting point might be here or it might be already here. So you're going to see how this allows you to find the support and the support in the back and the front, but also allows you to define where your body is supposed to be in space when you are not engaged in an activity. So this was probably you're pushing that mass, the torso, away from the center line, and this is pushing the torso away again, but towards the front. So we want to find a comfortable middle, wherever your middle is, to allow the spine to have its proper curve. Let's do two more here, just like this. And last one. There we go. Fantastic. And take the arms right up. There we go. And you're going to be pulling away. Again, same rules apply. You don't want to completely let go. So there is always a little bit of tension, and you're just making that, you're increasing that. Just going to turn around so you can see me from different angles. And you will notice that there is movement in the hips as well. So we're not holding here. It might be worth to hold if you were focusing on muscle work. But for our purposes, we want to see how the whole body corresponds in this action. How this action of the arms can change potentially the rest of the body and our posture and frame. So allow for that to happen. Good. Let's do 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. Beautiful. Slowly release and bring this band around your back. Like so. Oops, have I stepped out? Possibly. Okay, and we're gonna bring and create a hug and then back to the open position. Watch out with this one that you don't overdo it and end up here. So you want to start from your starting point, make it slightly bigger, and then let the band pull the arms in the open position. Again, not letting go. So we're working on our way in and we're working on our way out. And again, this allows us to find that midpoint and also the hug. And also how the rest of the body can help in that hug. Just a couple of them here. We're almost there. Let's do 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. Fantastic. And as we are, just bring your arms down. You might need to bring your hands a little bit closer. That depends. Don't get too worried about this one. I know it looks scary. Let's go. Still with some tension. So we shouldn't start from this position. So still already with some tone. Up and over. You will feel that your arms are turning inside the shoulder. So make sure that you don't end up like this, trying to keep the shoulders where they are, because that completely can cause some serious trouble actually. So allow for the arm to turn inside the shoulder, and this actually gives us insight on how the arm and shoulder, the shoulder axis works, the shoulder joint works. So this is an important exercise in this way. You can go, of course, slower. And after this practice, you can also take a look at our exercise of the week for more tips for this. There we go. We have 4 to go. And 3. Oops. And 2. And 1. There we go. Fantastic. You can let go of this and we will keep working on the frame. So I want us to use either a wall or a table. You can do it on the floor as well, but we want to make it as close to tango as possible. So we want to calculate the power that we put in the arms. So let's do that with this exercise. I'm just gonna readjust you guys here so you can see me a little bit better against my artificial partner. There. Sorry, a few more adjustments. That's it. So against an artificial partner, place your hands with some flexion in the elbows and then step back. How far back? You will just decide that. So let's spend some time here. And again, I'm just going to show you some options. You can do it on the table. That increases the the work. Or you can do it against the wall. So teeny tiny pressures, so push-ups to come in and then push away. But notice that you don't want to lock away. So there's still absorption here in the elbows. You're going in and then pushing away. The closer your feet are to your artificial partner, the easier it is. But you want to give yourself a little bit of work just so you can understand that this is collapsing and this is locking. And it would be exactly the same in an embrace. This would be a collapse and this would be a block. And we want to be somewhere in between. So find a stance that allows you to have a feel of your weight as you're letting your body come in and you push away. So you're working against gravity, feeling your weight, how you're managing it, and how much power you're putting into the arms. And how this feels in your wrists and elbows and shoulders, believe me, it would feel similarly if you were to be pushing against a person and then pushing against you. So how you absorb in the elbows and wrists is very important on how it will feel in your shoulders. We have a few more to go, unfortunately. Notice also how you arrange the spine. If you have a tendency to do stuff like this or stuff like this, you don't want to do that. Good. Let's do 4 more. 4 more. And 3. Someone is complaining. 2. And 1. Fantastic. Step away. Take a moment here. Take some load off the wrists. You can give them circles if you like, because we're going to be going back for another couple of exercises. Just a couple of them. Okay, step back, find that same position again. And we're going to be bringing that leg in and out. And in and out. And notice that tiny push-up that happens in the elbows when you bring the leg in and your intention is forward, and when you take the leg back and your intention is to go back. Doesn't matter how high up it goes, you can keep it on the floor. But notice how this changes how your weight is managed. Oof, you're making so much noise. Back and front and back and front and back, front and back, front. 2 more and back. 2 more. 1 and back. Last one. In and back. Good. And change feet, of course. I apologize for the squeaky partner, but that comes to show there is some movement there. So go in and out. Go in and out. Again, watch the body. If you're doing funny stuff, notice what you're doing. If you can't breathe properly, then that's a cue that something might be wrong. Something less squeaky. And out. And in. And out. 4 more. And out. And 3. And out. And 2. And out. And 1. And out. Fantastic. Take a moment if you need to. Last one for today. There's going to be a little bit of a twist and you kick the leg out to the side. So this will give us the feeling of how we're managing a twist and how we're managing a side step. Let's go. Again, you can manage this by coming closer or stepping further away, but make sure that you have something to work with, because if you don't have enough weight in your hands, it won't feel like anything. So you need the feedback. Go in and out. Go in and out. Go in. And you will notice that there's a change of how the weight is managed on your two hands when you twist and when you swing that leg out to the side. And that's also very important. Which hand takes the lead? And in. And again, you can be low. 4, 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. And change feet. Here we go. Last one, I promise. And out. And in. And out. In. And out. And in. And out. In. Last 4. 4. 3. 2. 1. Fantastic. There we go. Shake it off. So let's see how this applies in tango. Yeah. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put some music on. I'm just going to do a little introduction here for our exercise. I want you to step away from your partner and then come close in. But see how you can feel you're leading yourself off of this object. Yeah? So it's not like this, going back, coming in, just touching, but really pushing your way into a back step, coming in, holding, finding these twists, and see how these pushes and pulls, openings and closings come into play. Yes? Okay, let's go. Let's go and get a nice song. Music always makes things feel better. Oops, play, come on. There we go. You don't need to do fancy stuff, just something that that will allow you to explore this connection, this expansion. All right. Oh no, this will not do. There. right. So after this tango break and from strict practice, so let's see. Let's put these exercises together, and let's do this one. So project straight back and come in, and watch how that projection. You don't want to go already there. You know that we're not stepping. We're just projecting back and side and front and twist. And we're going back from the beginning. And notice how this changes the how you manage your weight over the hands. How you absorb, so you don't lock, but you don't collapse over your partner. Let's go. Side, front. Could create issues, and you feel the issue usually in your lower back or your shoulders. Side, front, twist. Straight back, to the side, to the front, and twist. Let's do one more here. To the front, and twist. And let's add a back butcher twist. I'm not quite sure why I didn't throw that in before, but that's okay. We're doing it now. Twist and twist back. Back. Straight back. To the side. To the front. Forward ocho. Back ocho. And manage this from the hands. You don't want just the leg doing the work. Lead yourself into one, and then the other, and then go. Two more. Side, front, front, back, and back, slide, front, front, back. Switch over to the other side. Here we go. Side, front, front, back, and back, side, front, front, back, and a few things. Manage it from the hands. How much power you're putting in here so you don't over rotate. See there. Back, side, front, front, back, and. We have 4 more to go. Straight back, side, front, front, back, and side, front. Notice that the sway of the body is not that much because I'm absorbing with the elbows. Front, back, last one, back, side, front, front, back, good, beautiful. So let's put the music back on. Try to put this exercise in your dance. You don't need to feel that you have to be stuck here, but you know, give it a go. Maybe you can add some, say project, then rebound, then project, then rebound. Play with it. Don't feel that you need to be stuck there. Just play with it. Feel how you're basically we want to play with this rearranging, reorienting, changing directions and all of that nice stuff. Here we go. There. All right. So that is something else indeed. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed that. So this was a practice had to do with posture, how our posture changes when and how our frame changes when we are changing direction. And this last song I tried, at least because it was also the music. when we change dynamics. So that's also another thing to consider. There is, a lot of us have experienced this pain in the shoulder, the neck, the wrist, and that comes from this miscommunication of what and how the connection needs to happen and how it needs to be managed by the two partners. I can't say it is the leader's fault or the follower's fault. It might be one or the other. It might also be how we're coming together. So if you take initiative and explore how you're managing your own weight and how you're managing the power that you're putting out there, that you're presenting your partner with, then at least you've taken a step towards making that connection a little bit better. So that is it for today. Watch out for the exercise of the week that's coming out at the end of the week on Friday. And I'll see you next week for our midweek tango practice. Join us at bautanz.com for more tips and extra goodies on all of these tango fundamentals. Bye bye.